Tokyo Joe at big Bledeta Wenami Edunye Leo Hachi Emiawo Miato Sinu Nuvevye Nyenye Di Dodo Emiado Quito Didi Bemiado Lihe Bemiade Nimbalo Alek Bebe Den Yingba Wo Nyonyo Den Yingba Wo Peple Alesi Neleko Sikbeke Wanoda Den Yingba Wo Nyonyo Den Yingba Wo Peple Alesi Neleko Sikbeke Wano Miatenying balolola Inuonye wapwasia Miatokyo jowo at Bledeta Wenami Edunye Leo Hachi Emiawo Miato Sinu Nuvevye Nyenye Di Dodo Emiado Quito Didi Bemiado Lihe Bemiade Ningbalo Alek Bebe Den Yingba Wo Nyonyo Den Yingba Wo Peple Alesi Neleko Sikbeke Wanoda Den Yingba Wo Nyonyo Den Yingba Wo Peple Alesi Neleko Sikbeke Wanoda
Yes, a beautiful and a great good morning to you wherever you are watching me from. Time check 7:33 right here at Apenya Media. And your show coming your way this morning is From the Papers. My name is Kwame Apollo. Now, you know what we do? Today is Friday. We are going to go through a number of the newspapers that have made their way onto our desk. And we are only going to look at the front pages of these newspapers. A number of issues have popped up. The Minister for Communications, Honorable Sam Jatta George, has actually given a directive for the NCA to shut down a number of radio stations, numbering up to about 62 or 64 for various violations of regulatory orders. And so these stations had to be shut down, but the president had a different thought. He came in and a number of days had been given. We'll be looking at that as well. Then also yesterday was Day Against Child Labor. It's an international day, and of course some statistics have come out on how people are still using children for various works, and we'll also be going into that. And you know, of course, Honorable Kennedy Ohenia-Agyapong has been talking for some time now, especially with the issues having to do within the New Patriotic Party NPP. And so I'll be bringing new details over there to Honorable Osei Educhum. Remember, he was the education minister in the previous government. His name has been mentioned at certain places, and some praise has been showered upon him. Who would be going there. So in all, I have about 6 newspapers I'll be dealing with this morning, but then about just a handful of issues that have spread across all of these papers. Once again, my name is Dumevi Kwame Apollo. Don't forget that at Apenya Media, there are a number of things we do. They are all here. You can see them all on the screen, from news coverage of any issue at all, down to management of artists. Apenya Media is here to serve you very well. We do video coverage and also live video streaming for you on all your occasions. The one that will bring you tears and the one that will bring you joy, we are with you. We have planned to always stay with you, no matter the situation, no matter the condition, no matter what you are going through. So we are your best partners for any of those things. So just give us a call on 0244 197 535. 0244 197 535. Now let me just go straight into the papers as time had already been spent, and let me start from the Ghanaian Times. 2025 World Day Against Child Labor. 2025 World Day Against Child Labor. 98,252 trapped in child labor in Ghana, and this one is from the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice (SRAJ) coming up to this. And one of the most popular works you see some of these children do is either fishing or breaking of stones. Fishing or breaking of stones. And you have that on the Ghanaian Times. We need some concerted efforts to ensure that all children are in the classrooms and are not involved in labor. Now, when you go deeper into this, there are times you would understand that some of these parents have, should I say, no, some of these children, they have no idea what is happening. These children have, yes, no idea. And they have no choice. They will just have to go and work and help themselves, help their parents. Some of them, like I said, they don't even know what they are doing. To them, they are being good boys and girls in the house. They are helping mama, they are helping dada to pay fees. They don't even see it as work. Not all of them anyway. But so that is it. And so it should not be something we only look at on the surface. We need to go deeper and deeper into issues with child labor. Some of these children don't even have parents. And so who will look after them when they don't work? When they don't get themselves involved in child labor? When we want to solve the problem, it's not just looking about those on the street and those involved and saying, let them go to school. When you even send them to school, who will look after them will be the problem. Who will buy them their school uniforms? What of the books they would use and all of that? Some of them don't even have anywhere to sleep. This is a big issue. All right, now, so yesterday was, of course, the Day Against Child Labor, and we are hoping that we would all be able to give some attention to this issue. Adhere to strict DACF guidelines. Now, this is a very big issue as well. The District Assembly's Common Fund. Currently, we have a guideline that has been running around that I saw, and with that guideline, you are supposed to, it comes in percentages. Each percentage for various things. So you have 2% for this, 12% for that, and that is one of the things in the guideline. And I am hoping that, of course, if assemblies should work on that guideline and ensure that allocations are done the way it is being written, I think a lot of good things will also happen. Now, don't forget that our nurses and midwives are still on strike. Ghanaian Times have this. It says meeting between GRNMA, Select Committee on Health gives glimmer of hope. All right. So one of the things currently is that the select committee on health, that is in Parliament, have decided to meet with the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and I think from there some very good understanding can be reached, where we believe that everybody will listen to everybody, and then we will move forward. Now let's move away from the Ghanaian Times and do Daily Guide. US hails Educhum for education excellence. US hails Educhum for education excellence. In the Chronicle, the same story is there. It says Educhum's educational exploits recognized in Los Angeles, and I see him holding a citation, very beautiful one. Let me get back to Daily Guide, because the Daily Guide also has one of the biggest issue, and this is one of the reasons I said President Mahama is actually a different person now. He is listening. And thank you to Malik Basintale, the YEA director, and also to Manasseh Awuni Azure, who started this whole issue of Zoom Lion shortchanging his employees. The employees are the very old men and women who would wake up early morning to go and sweep the streets. And how much are they being paid? There is a big problem over there. So yes, YEA and Zoom Lion contract is over. That is from the President John Dramani Mahama. So there is a cancellation, like just like Manasseh and a lot of other people wanted it. In fact, the best part is that YEA itself will start handling the payment, recruitment and payment of these people. And also YEA again, according to that particular document, in fact a letter sent to Manasseh Awuni, one of the things I have realized is also the fact that President has mentioned some increments to how much these individuals are going to take, and I am so happy with this one. So no more YEA, Zoom Lion contract. Zoom Lion, thank you, you've done your best. The best part for you is that you are also exploring and charting other corners for yourself. You are going to other countries to do more work on waste management, and congratulations, we wish you well. Then government gives shut down radio stations 30-day amnesty. You remember that yesterday the communication minister gave out a letter, 62 or 64 radio stations to be suspended, in fact immediately to suspend operations. Now they were not completely shut down, they were set to suspend operations for various regulatory defaults. Some of them couldn't pay for regularization, some of them are continuously using provisional licenses for some of them, so a lot of issues covering this shutdown. And so we were hoping to actually see changes and all of that, but luckily the president came in, gave out a letter, requested the minister to let NCA work with the radio stations, let them come back on air and let them work for 30 days and be able to resolve the various issues. And this is good because, again, yesterday I was saying on a platform, someone was calling it a pretense, but I said, no, the president is not pretending. Already, our press freedom ranking isn't the best, okay? And because of that, when you add shutting down of radio stations to it, you would have a lot of problems to face. So that is, let's move away from the Daily Guide. I have a few papers and I'll be bringing this one to an end very soon. Let's go to the Daily Statesman, and it says Let's choose dialogue over confrontation. Minority offers way forward for nurses and midwives strike action. Insulting them, blasting them, telling retired nurses to come back to work will not solve the situation, because even the retired nurses, you need to pay them. Now, I wonder why. See, I keep asking myself, why were the issues raised by the nurses and midwives not part of the budget reading? Does it mean government does not take them serious? Or did government tell them to hold on so that it can solve other problems before coming to them? At least there should be a way government can communicate that. Anyway, so what the minority is saying is that there should not be any confrontations. Let's come to the table, let's discuss, and let's move on. Then we need clean and decent campaign. Coca urges NPP. So this is one of the best advices given to the new patriotic party by their own Coca. Says, hey, be clean, be decent. Don't be insulting people. Within this particular time, the party needs a lot of restructuring. Then also, let me go to the same issue in the informal. You have no stake in NPP. Ken Ajepong scorns Muslims. You see, so Ken was on the airwaves the other time. One of the things he said was the fact that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was more of a Christian during the campaigning than a Muslim, and that actually caused their downfall as a party, and he losing out on the seat. Okay, and so that is it. He says, as for Muslims, it looks as if people have no stake in the NPP. Now, Central NDC reports chairman to GTEC over academic title. One of the biggest issues we are facing today is academic titles. The way people are holding the titles, it's very funny. And I keep saying this. I don't know why someone can come out to, say they hold a title they don't hold. These are verifiable things, so why would you put yourself into such problems? Anyway, NDC guru laments neglect by appointees. A very big issue over here as well. It's true. The appointees we used to move around with, people those days who were not appointees, we used to play around with, we used to move around with. When we call them, they pick, they call us. We talk, we can chat and all of that. Today you give them high, they don't mind. In 5 days time, they will come and ask, who is this, please? You call them and they don't pick your calls. Yes, some of the appointees are like that. So disappointing, but that is it. And that is why I keep telling you, when you want to follow a politician, you would have to be extra careful. Don't put all your hopes on these politicians. They will disappoint you. Now they are not picking your call. You want to cry. Don't cry. Oforiatta faces international manhunt as OSP, Yoko, and NIB pursue extradition. And this is another big issue. It's not coming easy with Ken Oforiatta at all. Right now, it's not just the OSP chasing him. NIB is doing his best. Yoko is also doing so. He's been investigated by all of these institutions. Let's go on to Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic has something on that. It says OSP conducts search on SML. Yeah, so that was about some days ago where OSP went to SML and they said they had a warrant, but SML's SML's bosses also coming up to say a number of other things that would have to actually look at. State enterprises must sign performance contracts. That is from SIGA. Of course, one way to be able to hold them in check, ensure that they hit their targets, is to put them in such a situation, and I so loved it. Ministry giving a 30-day ultimatum to radio stations that are shut down is also over here. Let's end it to the Chronicle. Nurses demanding 588 million Ghana cedis funeral allowance from government. It's a question. Of course, I don't understand the funeral allowance that the nurses brought up, but we can look at that as well. And that brings us to the end of all the papers this morning. It's a beautiful Friday. Do enjoy, and we'll be back very soon. We'll come back with more and more to you. Today is Friday, and so of course Apenya Media has a lot that will come your way. Once again, my name is Dumevi Kwame Apollo, and I thank you for joining me. Let's meet tomorrow. Monday. Charlie, let's meet Monday to bring you more. Bye bye. Do have a nice day.